direction. It ends up being not any good because it's been pointed off. I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed. Can't let you think of my nose is in the way of the screen. And there's a dog. No idea if you can see that dog or not. It's a Great Dane too. I don't really have anything interesting to talk about in this video, unfortunately. Kind of expected to have more to talk about, but I just don't. I don't know, for anybody interested to know, the Buell is still running strong. It has one or two little problems with it, but I mean, it's not old, but it's not new. The only little things, but it's got a little bit of it's got an oil leak, but that's a $5 gasket that I just haven't gotten around to fixing. I talked to the local Buell guru here in town, and he said it's nothing to worry about. Just keep an eye on your oil level. That's it's my rear cylinder rocker box cover gasket. And he said he wasn't really sure if it was like a 5-hour job or if it was a 20-hour job, because you may be able to just drop the engine down a couple inches and get that cover off, or you may have to take the engine out of the frame, which involves taking the bike apart, since this bike at least is pretty much built around the engine. I mean, so when you pull the engine out, there's pretty much nothing left of it. You can pick it up and carry around what's left because there's just, you know, hardly anything. And what there is just aluminum and plastic. So I'm not really looking forward to that job, but one of these days I'll get around to it. So that's one little problem it's got. The only other thing is a lot of times, like, see how it says fuel trip is on? Maybe you can see that, maybe you can't. There's a yellow fuel light right here that comes on occasionally. Which, I mean, I'll just fill it up. It'll be, you know, slam full of gas. And it's telling me that it's on the fuel trip. That it's only got 0.72 gallons left. And that light will be on for, you know, 100 miles. It'll tell me that on the F trip meter that it's going like 130 miles. Which is, you know, ridiculous considering it's not even enough gas to get me 40 miles. That's one little thing. Not really a big issue considering just, you know, when you fill it up, 150 miles later, put some more gas in it. Simple as that. I just figured out about 40 miles a gallon and, you know, haven't run out of gas yet. I've been afraid that I was running out of gas before, but I never, I mean, I have run out of gas before, but not because of this. Just because I was running late, you know, late trying to get to work, made it to work, and then on the way home would run out of gas. That's happened a time or two, and not too much fun. That's my fault, not the bikes. Actually, the last time I did run out of gas, it was because I'd done a few things to my bike. I'd opened up the airbox to where there's nothing in front of the air filter and the little wire screen right here. So that's just, you know, metal screen and air filter. There was a plastic airbox in there, but I, you know, cut that all up and get all the restriction out of there. So I've really got a little bit more pull to it. It's barely noticeable, it's definitely there. And then I unplugged some wire that was just, I think it was just a timing retard or something like that. It was supposed to be for noise emissions. So that wire got yanked. Well, I didn't yank it, all I did was pull it out of the connector and pull it back on itself with some tape, but yank sounds like more fun. Took that one out there and it definitely got louder, I can hear it for sure. I think what it would do is whenever you open up the throttle at certain RPMs, it wouldn't give you a whole lot of power, so it wouldn't make a whole lot of noise. Well, now it's not doing that, so when I open up the throttle at those certain RPMs, it's making plenty of noise. I'll demonstrate here in a second. But before, you go right here and you wouldn't hear nothing, but maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't. But yeah, so that did give me a couple of more horsepower, I think. Not a lot, but just enough to be able to notice it. And it subsequently dropped my fuel mileage down a little bit. That was probably more so the airbox mod than anything else. I mean, more air, you need more fuel. But it only dropped at a couple mpg. Which means on my fuel trip I used to get about 35 miles. This time I got like 31, 32, maybe it was 30, I don't remember. Have been dogging a little bit, but not enough to make a huge difference. Under 5 mile a gallon difference. But either way. Aside from those two things, now the bike's still perfect. No other complaints at all about it. Just a little oil leak in the fuel gauge. And I'm currently running it. Just rolled over 23,000 miles a day, which is not a lot.